Today's video is on taking a renting versus buying decision. To buy or to rent. Owning a house is an investment. However, some prefer to invest in other things like shares or even gold instead of investing in a house. Some may decide to just buy just one house to live in, and that's it. And some just don't buy at all, preferring to rent. If your mortgage payment is equal to or less than what you would pay in rent, then buying a house might be better. To buy or to rent is a personal decision which has to be taken thoughtfully. This slide shows the renting versus buying decision, where the monthly rent, for example, is £600 and the buying monthly cost is also £600, consisting of the mortgage payment, the insurance, and an estimated monthly repairs cost. The repairs cost is put aside as you might not need it now. So, with the £600 monthly owning costs and a £600 monthly renting cost, what would you do? Would you then buy or rent? There are some reasoning you need to undertake before you take a decision. You could contact professionals like bankers or mortgage brokers to help you reach a final decision. However, these are some underlying points you need to think about. Rent is good if you are an investor and you want your money in investment portfolios rather than in a house. However, a house is also an investment unless you make it a home. Even if you decide to make a house your home, it is still an investment depending on how you proceed with it. So, here is the reasoning. You invest into yourself, you own a property and pay a monthly rent of £600, or you invest in another person's property and help them pay off their mortgage. When you own, you have an equity in your own home with a mortgage and can build up more equity in that home when you increase your monthly payment and pay down the principal balance faster. Or when you rent, you do not have an equity in the rented property and the landlord can increase the rent at intervals. So, with renting and with mortgage, with owning and with renting, there is an option to increase, either taken by you as the owner or taken by the landlord as you are renting. The next point is when you repair. When repairs are completed, the homeowner can repair to their satisfaction and do not have to wait for the landlord. But when you're renting, you do not have the privilege to wait to repair to your satisfaction, as you have to wait for the landlord to repair. With buying a house, you will own the house at the end of the mortgage. However, with renting, you will not own a house even after 20 to 50 years. It doesn't matter how long you live in the house. And you could be asked to leave at any point. When you own a house, you are able to sell the house in future for double or triple based on the house worth at the time of sale. With a rented property, you do not own the house and you cannot sell. When you own a house, you are the landlord. You don't have a landlord and you have the house as an asset. But when you rent, you cannot sell. You are not the landlord and you don't own the house. And the last one is if you don't want to sell your house after paying off the mortgage, you can remortgage even if you have not paid off all you owe. And you can pull out money and use it as a down payment to buy another house. This can mostly be done from 6 months after purchase, depending on the bank, as some banks allow remortgaging before your first 6 months of owning. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button to get notified when we upload new contents. Thank you.